Hello and welcome to Records Rebuilds, and for once we're out having some fun instead of just fixing stuff, and that's because we're out at Heartland Park here with the salvage Pontiac Solstice, one of my favorite little cars. If you guys haven't been around the Kappa platform very much, they are just a lot of fun. They don't come with much brakes, but they don't need much brakes. They only weigh about 2,800 pounds, real light car, small engine with a turbo. This is a 2008 Pontiac Solstice GXP. And I did not get it before the first session, so it is hot. So yeah, the car does overheat just slightly, but it'll give you 4 or 5 laps before you get there. With the engine temperature will get up to about 260 when it's time to exit the session just a little bit early. It's kind of hot today at 85 degrees, so we had that problem a little bit. But yeah, overall just a phenomenal car. If you look at these rear rotors are just silly. Look, it doesn't even have dual plates on there. It's just one plate for that rotor. You know, already today on this hot day, we matched our best time from, well, ever in this car. If you look at the Garmin Catalyst here, you can see my best time ever was on 10/14/2021. That's back in the fall when it wasn't quite so hot. And today, June 15th, we ran a 158.32. Fastest time ever in this car previously was 158.19. So despite not having tracked in about 6 months, it looks like maybe I haven't totally forgotten everything yet. But just a barrel full of fun in this car. I'd say the biggest problem that most people have with this car is the interior, and they are not wrong. This is the cheapest interior you could ever imagine. It is all early 2000s, General Motors, plastic fantastic. Even the console has no padding to it whatsoever. But that has a little bit of a hidden gem for an aging sports car. And that's because nothing on this interior ages. There's no vinyl to crack. There's no leather to crack or reseed. This interior will be here long after you and I have died through nuclear war or whatever. And if you're looking for just a reliable track car that you don't want to spend a lot of money on, I think that's a really good thing. I mean, this car here, including the old roll bar here that I had to put in myself to be safe on track, the entire cost of the entire project was about $6,500, and that's just great for a car that only runs about 5 seconds a lap slower than my Corvette. So let's get you out on the racetrack and show you what it's like. Okay, so just a little bit about how I like to take this track. We're coming right down the straightaway here past the start finish right there, and we've got this big old right-hander called 1 and 1A. And in this car, you can actually accelerate down that hill, then you pitch it into this big right-hander and try to pull back to the left without having to let off the throttle at any point is the goal there. It's a little tricky, as you can see. Now, turn 3 is one of my favorite turns in all of racing, and that's because you can double apex this, you can go outside, you can go inside. There's so many different approaches. I like the double apex like I did just there, but oh, it's hard to execute. It's a million different tries, and one time you finally get it right if you're lucky. And we'll slow it down real quick here. And coming back to turn 7 here, there's another big long straightaway off the back, so you want to slow down enough so you make this turn and you're coming out of here with optimal speed, not having to slow down again afterwards. And if you can, in the Corvette you can't, but in the Solstice you can, you keep the foot in the throttle the whole way around that corner. And then we're coming into this big 90-degree kink here, just going as fast as we can, and brakes, and then to the left, and then accelerate from here all the way around that corner. You can come out pretty far on this. There's a lot of track exit on that right-hander there. And then another straightaway on the back straight here. And strong braking right here to try and flow a lot of speed through that corner there. And yeah, now this is just kind of a very hard to navigate throwaway section. It's all low speed here, so, you know, don't carry too much speed and end up getting yourself out of shape and losing time. Then you want to really set yourself up for the straightaway here so you can get the longest, best straightaway that you can, because any time you gain at the beginning there is going to carry all the way down towards start finish at the end here. Okay, so that's a lap at Heartland Park in the Pontiac Solstice, one of my very favorite tracks that I've ever driven. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, but I can almost guarantee you didn't enjoy it as much as I did making it, and that's because there's nothing more fun than being behind the wheel. Remember, $6,500 total for this car, including the roll cage, and you can get on track with SCCA Track Night in America very cheaply. I used a coupon code, and it was $125 for 3 20-minute sessions at the racetrack. Now, it's usually at a kind of off-peak time. This was a Thursday afternoon because the track is less busy then, but it's still a heck of a deal. Just Google SCCA Track Night in America. There's one somewhere near you. So until next time, thanks for watching, guys.